Millions were made in 1974. So why are collectors still checking these Kennedy half dollars? The answer is hiding in the details. A coin that looks like an ordinary 50-cent piece could actually be worth much more than its face value, but there's one important detail you need to check first. This is a 1974 Kennedy half dollar, and the example you're looking at has no mint mark, meaning it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint more than 201 million. Kennedy half dollars were produced there in 1974, so this date by itself is not considered rare. But here's where collectors start paying attention. By 1974, the Kennedy half dollar was no longer made with silver. Since 1971, regular circulation, Kennedy halves had been produced with a copper-nickel outer layer over a pure copper center, making this coin very different from the earlier silver Kennedy halves. The coin measures about 30.61 millimeters across and weighs approximately 11.3 grams with a reeded edge. On the front is President John F. Kennedy, while the reverse features the presidential seal with the eagle, arrows, olive branch, stars, and the inscriptions, United States of America and half dollar. Now look closely at the condition of your coin. The example shown here has clear circulation wear, so it would normally be worth around face value rather than thousands of dollars. However, high-grade 1974 Philadelphia examples are a completely different story. PCGs notes that this issue becomes scarce around Ms. 66 and higher, with Ms. 67 examples being particularly scarce. Current PCGs guide figures show roughly $65 around Ms. 66, and substantially higher values at Ms. 67 and Ms. 68, although actual selling prices can vary greatly depending on certification, eye appeal, and the marketplace. There is also another reason collectors should inspect this date carefully. 1974. Kennedy half dollars are known with a doubled die obverse variety, so strong doubling on the lettering or other design details can potentially make an example far more interesting than a normal circulated coin. And remember, not every unusual-looking mark is a mint error damage that happened after the coin left the mint usually does not carry the same premium. So before you spend a 1974 Kennedy half dollar, check the date, inspect the mint mark area, examine the lettering and details under good lighting, and look carefully for genuine doubling or other unusual mint-made characteristics. If you discover a coin with exceptional condition or a legitimate variety, professional authentication can make sense. So, is your 1974 Kennedy half dollar worth 50 cents, several dollars, or potentially much more? That depends heavily on condition and whether it contains a recognized variety. Check your collection, check your old change, and you might discover something worth saving. If you enjoy finding valuable coins, like, share, and subscribe the Coin Aura. Comment below with the condition of your 1974 Kennedy half dollar.